Right now, without saying a word, your body is already telling on you. The way you sit, the way you sleep, the way you shake someone's hand, it's quietly revealing things about your mind that you never chose to share. Here are 50 of them, and by the end, at least a few will feel a little too accurate. If you talk to yourself out loud, it actually sharpens your focus and helps you solve problems faster. You tend to like things simply because you've seen or heard them more often, even when you don't realize it's happening. Watching someone else cry, wince, or smile can light up the same part of your brain as if it happened to you directly. That's why empathy sometimes feels physical. When someone is attractive or likable, you quietly assume they're also smarter and more trustworthy, even with zero real proof behind it. The first few seconds of meeting someone shape your entire opinion of them, often before a real conversation has even started. Too many choices in front of you can actually make a decision harder, not easier. Your brain simply shuts down under the pressure of options. You'll usually forget what someone said long before you forget how they made you feel. The least knowledgeable person in the room is frequently the most confident one in it. That's not an insult, that's documented psychology. Being ignored by someone who matters activates the same pain centers in your brain as an actual physical wound. Even a forced smile can genuinely lift your mood within minutes. Your brain doesn't always know the difference. Writing a worry down on paper and physically throwing it away can measurably lighten the emotional weight of it. A deeper voice gets read as more confident and more dominant, and people respond to that without ever realizing why. Short, direct answers are often linked to confidence and clarity of thought, not rudeness. Highly sensitive people process emotional information more deeply than most, which can look like overreacting when it's really overprocessing. Long-term loneliness can be as damaging to your body as smoking 15 cigarettes every single day. Getting less than 8 hours of sleep quietly builds irritability you don't even notice creeping in the next day. Confidence built early at home tends to travel with you into every room you walk into later. People who constantly try to keep everyone happy often end up the loneliest person in the group. Jealousy, uncomfortable as it feels, is often just proof of how much you actually care. Let's pause here for a second, because the next stretch of facts gets a little uncomfortable in the best way. If even 5 of these so far sounded like you are going to want to hear the rest. Losing real focus after 10 or 20 minutes of concentration is completely normal. It's simply how attention naturally works. Spending money on an experience tends to make people happier long-term than spending it on things you can hold in your hand. Your body language often says more than your actual words do, no matter how carefully you choose them. Watching someone's feet, not their face, tells the real story of who they're actually interested in during a conversation. Repeating positive words to yourself quietly shapes how confident and driven you actually become over time. Spending time around plants and greenery has been shown to sharpen focus and lift mental energy. People mirror the energy you bring into a room. Walk in like you belong, and people tend to treat you that way. Music can shift your entire mood faster than almost any other stimulus you'll encounter in a day. The way your parents spoke to you as a child shapes the inner voice you still use on yourself today. Give 100 people a blank page and a brand new pen, and almost all of them will write their own name first. Choosing solitude again and again can be your mind protecting itself, not a warning sign, especially for highly intelligent or introspective people. If someone suddenly goes quiet on you, it doesn't always mean disinterest. Sometimes it means the opposite. Bringing up an old flame in conversation, unprompted, usually means a piece of you never fully let go. Struggling to walk a straight line without thinking about it has been loosely linked to attentional quirks in some research. Opportunity tends to find people who are ready for it. Timing matters just as much as chasing does. People who hate being interrupted while working are frequently your most reliable focus workers. Dreaming about someone is often, though not always, a sign they were on your mind before you fell asleep. Hope rarely disappears completely. Even in the hardest moments, it just goes quiet for a while. Staying up late has been linked in some studies to higher creativity and more nonconformist thinking. The kindest people you know are usually internalizing more stress than they ever let show on the outside. Holding on to small objects for comfort can trace back to early attachment patterns from childhood. Responding instantly when someone calls your name reflects healthy, present moment attention. Looking back repeatedly while walking away from something can be a subtle confidence or attachment cue. Letting go of old emotional weight frees up real space in your mind for what's actually in front of you. A sharper sense of smell has some documented correlation with sharper cognitive function overall. Thinking well is smart, planning well is smarter, but actually doing the work consistently beats intention every single time. You slowly become whatever you spend most of your time thinking about. Your habits follow your thoughts, not the other way around. Children who start talking earlier than others often show stronger verbal memory retention later on. A firm handshake with sustained contact is frequently perceived as a real confidence signal. Crying is linked to emotional resilience, not weakness. It's a regulation mechanism, not a breakdown. People tend to undervalue what's given to them freely and place more value on what they had to earn. Confident people rarely let go first during a handshake. They hold just a beat longer without thinking about it. Sad people often see situations with the most accuracy. Pain has a strange way of clearing the noise. People who feel everything deeply are usually the strongest people you'll ever meet, not the weakest. Forgetting small details constantly can genuinely be linked to a busier, sharper mind underneath. Keeping a big goal to yourself, instead of announcing it to everyone around you, actually raises your odds of finishing it. The excitement of telling people can trick your brain into feeling like it's already done. Playing games that make you think on your feet can build real creativity over time, not just quick reflexes. Making someone laugh is one of the fastest ways to become more attractive in someone's eyes, faster than almost anything else you could say. People with unusually messy handwriting are often simply thinking faster than their hand can physically keep up with. Constant fidgeting with your hands or feet while sitting still can mean your mind is more restless than you consciously realize. People notice your shoes before they notice your face, so choose them like you actually mean it. An ungrateful child can hurt more than almost anything else. Too painful to ignore, too close to ever fully let go of. Four walls and real peace inside them make a person freer than any open field ever could. Talk to someone right before they fall asleep, and you become the last thought running through their head. Highly intelligent people often prefer their own company over a crowded, noisy room, and that's a preference, not a flaw. If your child stares out the window for long stretches, it usually means they're already building a rich inner world. People see you as more attractive than you see yourself in the mirror. That's not flattery either. That's documented too. The hand that keeps giving is usually the one that keeps receiving, in ways that aren't always obvious. And here's the last one. Be careful how much love and effort you give away for free, because people tend to undervalue exactly what costs them nothing. Keep that one in mind the next time you're pouring everything into someone who hasn't asked what you need in return. If even a handful of these 50 hit close to home, you're not alone. And that's exactly why this channel exists, to help you understand yourself and the people around you a little better every single week. If you made it all the way here, that alone tells you something about how your mind works. So do us a favor and hit subscribe. It genuinely helps this channel keep growing. Share this with someone who needs to hear at least one of these today, and drop a comment telling me which fact described you the most. I read every single one.